if it's one thing I love, and that's convenience. So we are headed back to the house, not for too long, just to wash a load of clothes, and we're gonna, I don't know if are we gonna eat breakfast at home or buy something? Now, only because we are locals, this is the reason why we're able to do this. And that's what I mentioned in the first vlog, that it's a lot different vacationing when you're a local. I don't know what's going on with this TV screen, but it's getting worse and worse every day. Had we been still living in Atlanta, vacationing here means that we would have to use the laundry facilities on site. And that's fine, we've done that before, we do it all the time. But we figured, hey, we live here now and we don't live far away. Why spend the extra money on laundry when we can just go right down the way and go home and wash when we need to? So that's what we're doing. And that's what I mean about convenience, loving convenience. It doesn't always happen, but when it's available, I love to take advantage of it. Now that I'm home, I don't waste any time. I get straight to the laundry room and start washing. You may have noticed that I posted on the thumbnail and on the title of the vlog, Vlogmas Day 4. Well, technically it should be Day 3 because I did 1 and 2. 3 should be next. 3 didn't happen. I tried to film it, but it just didn't happen. I didn't feel well. And technically I started not to feel well while filming Vlogmas Day 2. And that's the reason why you didn't see that much coverage, if any at all, at Islands when we got there. We didn't really stay that long anyway. It was a struggle for me the next day to edit and put the footage together for Vlogmas Day 2. And that's probably the reason why it came out the way that it did. And a lot of you that have seen it may have noticed that it came out extremely small. I still don't know how I did that. I don't know, but I think it had a lot to do with how I was feeling that day. I was determined to get that footage out and get that video posted. So, I mean, I did post it. It didn't come out the way that it should have, but we're starting fresh. So we're back in the car. We're making pretty good time. Laundry's done. We've had a good hearty breakfast. We're on our way to pick up a couple of things that we need before we head back to the hotel. And then we'll get our park day started. All right, and just like that, we are back at the Hard Rock. We're gonna park, go back upstairs, get settled down, and then head back out to the parks. It doesn't look like it's too crowded up at the front entrance, so yeah, let's just keep going and you can drop me off and then go park. How beautiful is this hotel, guys? Don't you think? I love it here. We are back in the room. It actually feels pretty good outside. I think the high is supposed to be 75 today, so I'm gonna peel off a couple of these layers before we go back down. All right, so we're about to head to the park. For today's look, I am rocking one of the t-shirts that I picked up from the Universal garage sale. That was a couple months ago. This is my Harry Potter Wizarding World t-shirt. I got this for like, what? How much was this? This was like one of the ones 90% off. So I'm rocking this, simple pair of leggings, some kicks, and that's it. Oh, if it's chilly outside, I'll wrap my handy dandy denim shirt around my waist just to have it. And if it gets cool, I'll just put it on. So I'm ready to go to the parks. It is a beautiful day on City Walk. People are out having fun. The sun is warm. It's beautiful out here, guys. First ride of the day is Hagrid's. I believe it's a 90-minute wait right now, but we'll see. It was recently reopened. It had been closed for the last couple of hours, so hopefully it's not as long as what's posted, so we'll see. Next ride is Reign of Calm. We're gonna grab a bite at Thunder Falls. It's been a while since we've been here, so I wouldn't be surprised if the menu has changed a bit, but we're gonna go in and check it out. Here we have the jackfruit plate. It has black beans, rice. The jackfruit looks really good. And I think that's a little side of salsa and a lime. So I'm gonna dig in. Now headed to the Comic Strip Cafe for another meal. Somebody in the group, can you guess who, did not want anything from Thunder Terrace Falls Cafe. So we're coming over here to get her something. And actually, after looking at the menu, I kind of want something from here too. So let's go in and check things out. Funny, as many times as I've been to this park, I have never eaten here. I think this is my very first, this is our first time eating here, right? We've never been here before. I thought.
It looks supposed to be inside.
Yeah. So here are the menu options, and like I said before, they have few options for ramen. One with tofu, one with beef, and there's another with pork belly. They have some pretty decent sides and some desserts. They even have a couple of options for beer. You have your typical American cheeseburgers, pizza, things like that. So yeah, pretty decent menu here. This is something that I'm glad to see back at Universal. They have actually brought back mobile ordering. So if you remember from around the pandemic time, when the parks were open, this is a big thing. And then they took it away, and then now it's back. So I'm glad to see that. The other thing that I like about Comic Strip Cafe is that it's really, really quiet, and it's actually larger than I expected it to be. Keep in mind, I've never been in here before until today. I've always passed it, never even thought to come in here. And now that I think about it, there have been times when we passed by here and it was closed. So I'm guessing that there was a time where the hours were very limited, and that's probably the reason why we never bothered to really come back here and have anything to eat, because it was never open. But you know, like I said, now that we're here, it's really big, plenty of seating, and as crowded as the park is today, I mean, look how empty it is here. So it's super pleasant to be in here to eat. It's nice and quiet. I'm able to vlog in here without too much background distraction and noise. So come check out Comic Strip Cafe if you're looking for a nice quiet place to eat, a decent menu. If you're into a lot of the old school comic strips like Blondie and Dagwood, Beetle Bailey, you're gonna enjoy the Comic Strip Cafe, and you know, an overall pleasant environment to eat in. Oh, there are a lot of different comic strips that you see. Mary Worth, I actually don't remember that one, but look how cool the art is. This was a big thing for my generation. Sunday morning, your parents would get the paper and you would go straight for those Sunday funnies. And seeing all this artwork on the wall brings back a lot of memories. So the Teenagers Ramen Bowl was $13.99, and with our annual pass discount, we got $2.10 off, so the total came to $12.66. And for the size of the bowl and the amount of food that she got, I wish I had filmed it before she finished it, but it's a lot, and it's comparable to what you would get to some other restaurant that sells ramen. So if you're into ramen, you definitely want to try out Comic Strip Cafe. They have really good options. I'm going to come back tomorrow and try one myself. They have a tofu option, and I'll get that one and see how it is. But yeah, for the price, it's definitely worth it, especially when you consider what we experienced going to Bumblebee Tacos. That used to be worth the money, but now with the portions that they offer for the taco dinners, it's totally not worth it compared to this. So if you're into ramen, like I said, you're definitely gonna enjoy this. So come try it out. And you know we've got to do it. We're going on Doom.
Here we are before we die.
All right, we spent most of the day at Islands. We're walking through City Walk, headed back to Universal Studios for a little while. But first, we're going to stop for a few pictures in Mistletoe Pines Village. We're back to taste the Movo wine. I just picked it up, so let's see what this tastes like. How about another go on Transformers?
Listen up, recruits. I'm Autobot Evac, part of Optimus Prime's Nest Detail. I'm a stealth transformer. We have the better. We'll have to react fast to keep the Allspark away from them. So think it over while I finish prep.
Back, stick them up now. Put it beside your feet. Once the gate's open, out of the way to those guys. It's mission time.
Earthlings, roll out!
We didn't get it. Open fight! Open fight!
We're still at Universal Studios. We just got finished riding Transformers, and we're headed towards the tribute store. But before we go back over there, we're gonna stop at Jimmy Fallon and ride Jimmy Fallon Race Through New York. It's one of my favorite 3D rides, so I want to at least get one ride in.
Have a great time tonight.
Thank you. I love the music. How can you not love the Roots? All right, we just got off the Jimmy Fallon Race to New York. It was awesome as usual. Once we get outside, we're gonna meet the teenager at the Macy's Christmas tree and then maybe stop at the tribute store again. I wish we had gotten a chance to see Hashtag. We saw him the other day, I think yesterday, from upstairs. But we haven't had a chance to see him in person. So hopefully this week sometime we'll get a chance to catch him. Believe it or not, this is my first time seeing the Macy's tree lit up at night. Every time I've come at night, I never come over to this side to see the tree. I always wind up over at Hollywood Boulevard or back in London, and I never get a chance to see the tree lit up. So let's check out this beautiful tree. Well, we're nearing park close time, so we're gonna try to jump on Transformers one more time. I think we're calling it a night. Park's about to close. We had a full day at both parks today, so we're gonna head back to the hotel and chill out. I still have a bit of energy left in me to do something else, so maybe we'll figure out something else to do once we get back to the hotel room. You guys, you gotta take in the beauty of this hotel. It is absolutely gorgeous.